Eccoci, buonasera, buonasera a tutti, come state? Tutto a posto? Tutto a posto? Spero di sì. Spero che stiate bene, che sia tutto ok. Dai, che adesso si pulla tutti insieme appassionatamente, dai, su. Almeno per prendere Dori. Io voglio Dori e mi fermerò col Dori, fine, non voglio fare nient'altro, cioè, sto aspettando altri dendro io. Ok, ok. Oddio, oh, che paura, Anthony. Ok. E ci sono Gani e Kokomi. Perfetto. Vabbè, metto questo giusto per... Tanto non pullerò sulle armi. Nella maniera più assoluta. Allora. Ah, era il compleanno di Razor. Cosa carina. Ok, devo fare ancora il nuovo evento, ma lo farò poi. Allora, ci trasferiamo su Mero intanto. Hello, hello, hello. Dai, andiamo a Sumero a pullare. Vediamo se mi esce Dori. Andiamo proprio qui, dai. Qui. Andiamo esattamente qui. A pullare come dei matti. I matti no, però. Sì, sì, lo so, me l'ha detto. Me l'ha detto. Sono contenta, sono contenta. A me Dori mi basta normale. Io appena prendo Dori sono a posto. Ok. Quindi, it's time. Anche a me manca Cookie, ma Cookie secondo me uscirà fra... Boh, tot tempo. Buona! Oh, un viola! Ok. Spero non sia un'arma. Sì, guarda, per un attimo ho avuto una paura tremenda. Ed è un'arma. Basta sto robo. Dai. Ah, non ho basta. Aspetta. Mancano due robe giusto per fare... Vabbè, andiamo di singoli. Blu. Ed ora mi uscirà con la cama del mondo, a quanto pare. Perfetto. Io mi fermo qui. Odori, sono a posto. Ciao bella. E ora finalmente, visto che lei scala su HP, it's time for the bell. Sì, io la smetto. Allora. Era anche uscita poche volte. È l'unica cosa che so su Dori, che sa... Allora. Ok. Vabbè, sì, so che lei era elettro, ma lo so. Dori HP. È un healer, ma lo so bene o male. Ok. In che senso? Oh, dai, che fico. In che senso ama l'erba? Ma dai. Ma non è vero. Buon. Fatto. Ora possiamo fare la cosa di Tighnari. Andiamo. Io poi non è che mi ero lamentata che non mi era uscita. Ho detto, vabbè, magari mi uscirà con calma. Boom, è uscita. Vabbè, ho capito. Ho detto solo che mi uscirà con calma. Non ho detto che non mi uscirà mai più. Capito? Tommino, vieni qui. Sì. Tommino va un po' dove gli pare. È un doggo libero.
Traveler, you've come at a good time.
Grazie.
Wait, this sounds like another commission.
Beh, ci pagano
It
almeno.
is as you say. The commission this time around is of high importance.
Addirittura. Ah, ok.
It pertains to the sacred.
Huh? What happened?
Esatto.
Not long ago, we received word that a section of the Avidia
È stata
forest
contaminata
seems to
la
have
foresta. Vabbè, dai,
Contaminated?
withering.
You mean
I don't know about the specifics, but I hear that strange things are
E la
happening to
Madonna.
people who
100
cross through that
pescetti.
region. The Avidia forest inhabitants won't leave their homes so easily.
Ok.
If we allow this contaminated region to expand, the consequences could be unimaginable. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation. Even if all you can do is stop the contamination from spreading.
Ok, dobbiamo impedire la contaminazione, va bene. E giustamente poi non penso, ma andiamo a Tighnari perché lui comunque ha fatto... No, non volevo questo, voglio continuare con la quest, ho sbagliato. Dai, alla veloce. Ciao. È arrivato Tommino. È già qui di fianco a me che mi guarda, che osserva. Perché? Che su? Alcuni li ho usati per farli diventare pescetti. Forse. Chiedo. Chiedo, quello non so. Ah, beh, giusto. Quello non so, non so.
this is where you've been, Tighnari? That's
Cos'è successo? Perché quell'uomo è...
Keep your voice down.
Scusa. Ah, è un uomo. È un bambino, non un uomo.
Everything's spinning.
Scusa.
Am I going to die?
No.
Tell Mom that I should have listened to her. And tell Suna that I'm sorry for breaking her toy. I didn't tell her because
Ma
I was
no.
scared that she wouldn't play with me anymore. Tighnari, I heard that people turn into birds after they die. Is that true? I feel like
Ha
I'm
gli occhi spentissimi.
getting lighter.
What happened? Tighnari, is he?
Okay, enough nonsense. You just have a small fever. Take your
Oh
medication.
no,
and
sta
rest.
morendo. È febbre.
You'll be bouncing
Ah.
off the walls in no time.
Really? Then can you keep the thing
Sì,
about
non
the
dirò
toy a
del
secret
giochino.
for now?
No can do.
Amore.
You're a big kid now. Once you've recovered, go and apologize.
Esatto.
Keeping secrets to yourself won't
Bravo.
solve anything.
Oh,
Sì. Non è che la febbre,
Let me
mo.
ask you something. I recall that you're usually pretty healthy. How did you get this sick all of a sudden?
Ho capito.
I don't know.
È un bimbo.
either.
Può prendere
Mom's
febbre.
been
Capita.
telling me not to play in the forest. I just wanted to look inside. It's different from before. I got lost and went around in a huge circle.
Mm.
After I got out, I
Ah, allora
started
ok, è
feeling
stato il...
dizzy.
Ho preso qualcosa.
Could it be?
Lance.
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say so, got it?
Esatto.
Traveler, Paimon, let's step out for now.
È un patattino lui che cerca di parlare le cose.
Mr. Forest Watcher, how is my son?
Sta bene, è solo un po' drammatico.
I gave him some antipyretics. Let him rest here for a while. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but I only said that to comfort him. His symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them. They seem more akin to a disruption in his psyche. Antipyretics won't be of much use.
What do we do? Mr. Forest Watcher, you have to help him.
Lo sto aiutando.
If memory serves, a plant called Vasanti grass can help soothe the mind. A small number grow
Che
in arid
schettone
deserts.
però.
They
Bello.
usually look like shriveled weeds, but can be revitalized with a splash of water. They're expensive and unable to grow in the Avidya forest's climate, so I don't have any on hand. I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare medicinal tools and a set of traveling gear for me.
Ok, quindi...
All right. Thank you.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are all
Eh
so
sì,
weak?
abbiamo lavoro, sai.
Yep. Is it a new withering zone?
Speriamo di no.
Doesn't seem like one. Whether you look at scale, internal conditions, or resultant effects, they're completely different. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't welcome.
Vabbè, certo.
This nuisance made itself home in the Avidya forest, so I can't turn a blind eye.
Ok, andiamo a togliere questa zona
We feel
contaminata.
the same way.
All right. Let's contact the caravans first and purchase some Vasanti grass. We can also ask about the contaminated region. There's no time to waste. We have to move quickly. Let's go.
Come travel merchant, addirittura. Vabbè, neanche così lontano. A posto. Se non è la withering, cioè la, per me, io la chiamo marcescenza, che cacchio è? Poi davvero non ho mai preso le vasanti grasso o è proprio la questa che me lo dice di fare perché sì. Anche se l'ho preso. Lo scopriremo.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti
Ah, no,
grass.
ok, di
Do
questo.
you have any?
I'm sorry, Mr. Forest Watcher, but we've been closed for the past few days.
Come?
Closed? Now that's odd. It's my first time hearing you say something like that.
It's a long story. Some of our goods
Oh
were
no, hanno
stolen
rubato le
recently.
cose.
They were mechanical parts that we got from the academia. Although they're old models, they still fetch a good price on the market. Our caravans had to pull
ottimo.
together more to afford those parts. Now that they've been lost, we'll likely come up short this trip. All the merchants talked it over and we decided to raise the
Qual era il
prices of
problema?
our remaining inventory. Until this plan takes effect, none of us can privately sell anything.
I don't get it. If these goods are so important, then why not think of a way to get them back? Raising prices won't solve anything. At best,
vabbè,
you're
dai,
shoving the
capita.
consequences of the robbery onto your customers.
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want to. It's just the thief
Dai,
disappeared
su.
into the deepest parts of the forest.
Anche te non fa il drammatico.
We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual as of late. Anyone who goes in experiences mental anomalies. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we could do is come up with another solution.
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region after stealing those mechanical parts. How many people were there in total? Were they not affected by the contaminated region?
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many...
Scusami. Avete preso
there
cose dalla
weren't
zona
any
contaminata?
No people?
Oh, grazie il
Even if I tell
bracco.
you might not believe
Grazie
me.
mille per il ride.
Oh, fine. The thief that stole our parts was a huge mechanical crab.
What the heck? The Avidia forest has creatures like that?
To be honest,
Granchio.
I'd rather not think about it. It moved too skillfully to be new at this. It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods and ran away. We were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already long gone.
I see. If we help you retrieve your stolen goods, then business will return to normal?
Oh, but of course!
Salve, salve.
Not only that, but
Salve.
you'll become one of our caravan's VIPs on all future purchases of...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful. Any leads on that mechanical crab?
Maybe one. After our goods were stolen,
Grazie mille,
we
grazie a te per
specifically
il
got someone to
ride.
assess the situation.
Buona
If you're
cena
interested, you can go
soprattutto.
and talk to them.
All right. We'll go and have a word.
Dobbiamo parlare con troppa gente. Ok. A parte che musica che c'è.
I heard from the caravanners that there have been a lot of robberies lately, but we haven't been affected. We don't normally see the mechanical crab, and it doesn't disturb our daily lives.
Ah, qui c'è davvero un
It
granchio
only shows up when the
meccanico.
caravans are here, and it runs back to the contaminated region after it's done making a mess.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but it's
È
too
troppo
agile
agile e
and fast.
veloce. Ma cos'è sto
However,
robo?
we did unexpectedly learn something the last time we tried to capture it.
Ok, cosa?
It apparently lives in the deepest part of the forest. So instead of immediately moving its spoils, it first hides them nearby.
Quindi prende e poi va via, si
Once its
nasconde
stash grows large enough,
nei
it
posti più
moves everything
profondi.
in one go.
Ok.
You'll have to move fast if you want those goods back.
E c'è con lui, cosa ci dice?
That mechanical crab is fast, strong,
Ah,
and a
veloce,
pain to deal
forte
with.
e
10 of us
molto
might
da...
not even be able to take that thing head
Okay.
on. Didn't the academia ban research on mechanical life forms years ago?
Non sappiamo da dove viene
Where'd
quella
that thing come
roba.
from?
Sappiamo quanto te, nano.
Our salaries even got slashed because of it. Ah, I would have thought that that robber wasn't a human, but a mechanical crab. This is
Adesso sono curioso di vedere questo robo. Davvero.
After the goods were stolen, I made multiple inquiries with nearby caravans
Ah
and
beh,
residents.
giustamente. Tu.
It turns out that many others have also been robbed by that crooked
Ma quindi
crab.
sto robo ha preso un sacco di roba da troppa gente.
However,
Adesso
crab
che
only
molte di
seems to
quelle
be
cose ci
interested in
servono.
machinery. It doesn't even bat an eye at other valuables. A caravan carrying a large amount of mora had an uneventful trip, but another caravan had a child whose metal toy was taken.
Oh, un giocattolo di metallo è stato
Whatever
preso.
the case, that thing is a
I
scourge.
Mora si rifanno, ma il
We'll eventually
giocattolino.
think of a way to get rid of it.
Ok, quindi dobbiamo trovare sto coso. No, no, guarda che non sei l'unico, è stato rubato.
How are things? Did you make any progress?
No, non
We
so.
learned of its behaviors, but much still remains unclear. Assuming normal operational status, mechanical constructs generally act according to their given
Esatto, qualcuno di
commands.
sicuro lo starà
If I were
comandando.
its owner, I'd command it to steal more valuable things. Or the mora you made. That would be the most efficient method. But it only goes after
Prepare to
mechanical
cry. Va
components.
bene, ma io sono pronta.
This
Ho
doesn't
anche i
make any
fazzoletti di
sense.
fianco.
Right. It's really weird.
So, you all found a way to retrieve our goods?
Do you have any more mechanical parts with you?
Esatto, dacci, li usiamo come
Yes,
esca.
I still have a small bag of samples. They weren't taken since I keep them on me at all times.
A posto, dacci, li usiamo come esca.
Oh, are you planning to...
Sì.
Under constant external conditions, organisms rarely initiate changes in their habits. Here's what we know so far.
Ok.
It has a mechanical composition. It lives in the
Quindi
contaminated region.
vive nella zona
and
contaminata
comes out
e,
to
viene-
steal
e vuole
mechanical
rubare
components.
componenti meccanici. Quindi mettiamo lì
If we
e lo
have
prendiamo.
said components, we can lure it out, capture it, and then make observations for further conclusions.
Ok,
Well,
mi piace sto
chatting
piano.
like this won't get us anywhere. We're only wasting time.
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our goods back, the caravans will reward you generously.
We don't need anything in return, but I'll be keeping this bag. I may have other uses for it later. We'll also need to borrow a sumpter beast. Our
Oh,
act has to be
prendiamo un
convincing if we
rubino,
want the crab
sì.
to fall for it.
Oh, yeah, no problem at all. If it means getting our things back, you can
Vabbè,
even borrow
giustamente
me
loro
to do
vogliono
whatever you
soltanto
need.
le loro cose indietro.
I'll have to decline that offer. Anyway, we'll use the mechanical components and sumpter beast to pose as a transiting caravan and lure out once it appears, capture it. I leave the timing to you.
Va bene.
Don't worry, we're professionals.
Ciao Tostina, ho preso Dori anch'io. Sono felice. Sono a posto così. Tutto. Finalmente ho potuto mettere la De Belle raffinata al 2. Ma c'è una cesta! Vabbè, niente dopo. No, non invadermi! La faccia... Non è vero mai, ok. Che dopo esplode tutto. Genshin è
Taking a
diventato...
stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best.
Le ceste. Intorno a Sumeru ho guardato
Looking at
poco,
the
lo
trade
ammetto.
routes
Alla
in the
città, intorno a
contaminated
Sumeru
region's
City.
current perimeter, the goods were likely stolen somewhere around here.
Then let's get to it. We'll definitely capture that criminal crab.
Okay. We'll start from here and have the sumpter beast with the components on board lead the way.
Ma
The sumpter beast
canne
isn't familiar
attese
with
con
this
la
yet,
K.
so be calm and take your time with it.
The
Ok,
sumpter beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it.
sì. Non so dove deve andare sto bufalotto peloso. Perché caso.
Why did it stop?
Ma no, ti devo pure dare da mangiare. Ti
It's
ho
like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry.
hungry. Ma con che
The
tono
caravanners grew
sexy l'hai detto
disheartened.
hungry. Sì, ma hai messo il turbo a random, Nano? Ho sbagliato, stavo correndo col cerchio.
Did you hear something?
Ma vedo e sento tutto, perfetto. Colù!
Is that the mechanical crab the caravan was talking about?
Cos'è questo? Colù! Vabbè, ma è una Ruingard,
It looks
ragazzi.
strong. Be careful.
Diverso, ok, ma è pur sempre una... Dov'è? Dov'è?
Time to go. One with nature.
Ok, tieni. Sì. Tieni questo. Tieni questo. Io faccio quest'altro. Continuo ad andare il burning.
Inadmissible evidence.
Brutto.
Into the wind.
This is order.
Ah, cucciolotto. Beh. Culi.
Just try to escape this time, you naughty caravan robbing crab!
Catti, Culilu?
Hey!
No, voglio fare il doppiaggio adesso di sto robo. Voglio dire... Voglio dire cool e basta. Non è vero.
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending complex questions. Keep an eye on it. I'll search around the area for the caravan's
Va bene.
goods.
Ah, li ho trovati.
I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts, but they don't belong to you.
Mi fa la ramanzina.
Stolen
Non si
items
fa
must be returned to
cattivo.
their
Non
rightful
si
owners.
ruba.
Any objections?
Culi. No. Mi dispiace averlo picchiato.
You came from the depths of the contaminated region,
Voglio,
right?
voglio
How
pattarlo.
about you help us with
Patte
something?
sul...
If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a reward.
Magari ti serve per essere... Colu! Ma è un cucciolo.
It reacted!
Ma è un... È un cagnolino di metallo.
We can't be certain yet. Its excitement may be a simple programmed response upon seeing mechanical components.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us into the contaminated region?
That's right. The contaminated region has a large and currently expanding perimeter.
Quanto
So
è
it would be
carino che
difficult to conduct a
zompetta.
thorough search. If we charge straight in, we'll get lost like headless pigeons. Also, our new
No,
friend
nostro
here
nuovo
seems to be
amico
full
qui.
of secrets. I've been studying this contaminated region recently, and I have a hypothesis of my own. So to be absolutely safe, it would be best to have a guide lead the way.
Ok.
Gets it now? Does the scuttler understand what you're saying?
Ma credo che ci capisca abbastanza.
It doesn't have to, as long as it isn't hostile towards us. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated
Beh, se tu
region.
poi riuscissi...
So long as it doesn't attack us,
riuscissi a,
we can
a far
simply
vedere che
follow
le
along.
controlli, un conto. Calu!
Seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off.
Stai
We'll be
qui.
back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical
Sta
part as
veramente
a
lottando
reward.
come un cane.
Understood?
Se stai qui ti do il biscottino. Colu!
I'm not sure, but our priorities are to retrieve the mechanical components and to purchase
È
Vasanti
troppo
grass to make
carino.
medicine with. We should return, but before we do, we need to set up a few traps. Can't have that crab escaping.
Ma non credo che voglia davvero scappare adesso. Oh, che carine le trappoline. Ma non credo che scappava. Secondo me non può. Cucciolo. Patato. Ha fatto molto di... Adesso stai qui. Sì. Se stai qui e fai il bravo, ti do un altro biscottino. Sì. Dai, adesso ritiriamo tutto.
Oh! Oh!
Stai
These are the
tranquillo.
mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back for us!
Certo.
Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you.
Esatto.
Wait, didn't you want to purchase Vasanti grass? Don't worry about the price. They're on the house. How many do you need?
2 is enough.
No, that won't do. Here, I'll throw in some more.
No need. I've
Oh,
already received a reward from you.
non vuole
Reward?
Mora.
You mean that bag of mechanical parts? They aren't worth much compared to this merchandise.
But those parts are very useful to me. Just like the Vasanti grass.
È giusto,
I
di Mora se ne
retrieved the
fa
things you
poco.
needed, and you gave me what I needed in return. We're even. Oh, and before we go, just a reminder, the forest has an intricate and
Credo che non
biodiverse
potresti mai
ecosystem.
pagare, Tighnari.
Even if there were no mechanical crabs,
Fai
other dangers
l'accordo.
are
Io ti
still
aiuto in
present.
questo, mi aiuti in questo, abbiamo già
Take caution on
fatto.
this route.
Eh,
Noted. Thank you all ever so much.
Let's return to the village. The earlier we can give the child medicine, the sooner he'll start feeling better.
Certo, vediamo se abbiamo fatto questo per tutto per il bimbo. E fin qua va benissimo. C'è un doghino che intanto mi guarda così. Poi torna, poi si mette a dormire. Fa un morire da ridere. No, guarda che ci sono sti cosi che hanno la vita più facile. Oh, c'è anche Callei! Evviva!
Oh, hi there, Traveler and Paimon.
Ciao!
Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you
Bravissima!
need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Giusto.
Oh,
Ehm,
okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver the medication to the child.
Oh, e cerca sempre di tirare su
I'm
di
nervous when I'm
morale.
around for too long. I don't think he finds me very approachable. I'll go prepare the medication. Traveler, give me a hand.
Certo, ti do una mano io.
How is he? Doing any better?
Sta meglio?
I feel like he's doing a lot better.
Meno
His
male.
temperature is returning to normal. That's wonderful. Oh yeah. He asked me to tell you that Suna came by earlier, and he told her everything about the toy.
Bravo bambino.
Suna didn't get mad, so he wanted to thank you.
Ah, è stato un errore. Per sbaglio ha rotto il gioco.
Did you prepare the traveling gear I asked you to?
Qua no.
Of course
Cioè,
I did.
sembrava dovesse
Are you
piovere, ma
going
non ha ancora
somewhere
fatto niente.
Far away?
Yes, we're going to the contaminated region. Judging by its size, we will likely have to stay overnight.
Ok.
I'm leaving everything to you while I'm gone.
Oh, che caro.
But I can't even begin to compare to you.
Ma sì, fida di te, dai, che
Many
sei
things are
brava.
learned by doing. And once they've been done, you'll realize they weren't as difficult as you once thought they were.
In effetti
Deal
è
with
vero.
problems as you yourself see fit. You don't have to emulate me.
That's right. You'll do great, Kale.
Esatto.
All right.
E se hai bisogno di
Then I'll do
aiuto,
my best.
chiedi anche alle persone.
Master, Traveler,
Non far tutto da
Paimon,
sola.
take care of yourselves.
Tutto andrà bene con Tighnari con
You
noi.
put too much confidence in me. Anyway, like you said, things
Mi
will
fido
likely
di
be
te, non
uneventful.
è che ho
Let's
confidenza.
return and find that crab.
Ti giuro che sei rimasto lì come un bravo cucciolo. Gli patto tantissimo la cosina, la testolina, perché faccio patto. Secondo me è rimasto lì da bravo bimbo che è. Volevo soltanto mangiare. Sono di quest'idea, volevo solo mangiare il cicciolo. È davvero rimasto lì? È davvero rimasto lì? Che caro.
We're here. It should be... Huh? Did it secretly scuttle away?
No.
The traps weren't triggered, so it should still be here.
Culi. Poco bravo. Ciao. Colu.
You honored our agreement and waited here until we returned. As such, I'll hold up my end and give you another mechanical part. Keep it safe. I'm not giving you another one if you lose it.
Ma
Glad you're
ok.
satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, take us deeper into the contaminated region. I want
Esatto.
to see what happened there. What caused the Avidia forest to become like this?
Esatto, avere un aiuto in più poi. Vedi? Volevo la...
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. It's like really creepy.
E sembra uguale.
Suffocating.
Sarò io.
Do you feel unwell at all?
Ah, sto bene.
Good. It's as I predicted. Elemental power confers a degree of resistance against the contaminated
Ok.
region's influence.
Chi ha potere elementale con le vision può resistere a tutto.
I haven't entered
Ok.
the contaminated region for a proper
Guarda che bravo che
investigation,
aspetta
but
pure.
I've conducted quite a few controlled experiments. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal?
Ah, no, ok.
This flower species is formally known as the
Vabbè,
Sumeru
sì, ne ho preso un
rose,
sacco di
but it
queste.
is also known as the ley line lodestar. They're
Ok.
sensitive to ley lines and emit varying amounts of light in response.
Ah,
Excessive brightness indicates a dangerous level of ley line activity in the
ah,
surrounding
ok,
area.
sono tipo dei radar per le
From the
Leyland, va
looks of
benissimo.
things, the ley lines around here are already out of control.
E infatti.
You're saying the contamination here is coming from ley lines?
I can't confirm that right now,
Beh,
but I think that is the case.
diciamo che è un buon punto
Let's
di
take another look
partenza.
around and see if we can discover more clues.
Almeno cercare di capire. Presa. Fa persino il caffè, ma è bravissimo allora. Prendo. Voglio il Ruin Crab per sempre. Questo qui particolarmente.
Animals this entire time.
È vero? È vero, non ci
Birds
sono
used to
animali.
chirp really loudly, and there were a lot of foxes.
This contaminated region currently appears to have a critical efflux of ley line energy,
Guardalo,
which is
ascolta
probably
lì,
the root
tranquillo.
cause of the patient's
Bello lui.
cognitive disturbances.
Mm.
Some animals have keen awareness. They sensed something abnormal
Quindi
in this area
ovviamente,
and fled.
ovviamente se gli animali se non
Freaky
c'è
ley
pericolo
lines
se ne
sure can cause a
scappano.
lot of damage, huh?
Sì.
Like how plants have preferred growth conditions, we also gradually habituate to our surrounding
E questo è
environment.
vero, noi ci adattiamo.
Climate, temperature, humidity, intensity of ley line energies. When people live under fixed conditions, they reach a sort of homeostasis with their environment.
E questo
This
ok.
equilibrium is broken when the surrounding environment abruptly changes, causing people's bodies to react in abnormal ways. If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However, the average person cannot adapt to changes in ley line energy, and so they fall ill.
Ah, ecco perché
Why
Bimbo
are
si
we
è...
okay?
I'm not sure why you are, but she and I are fine because our elemental capabilities
Bello,
allow us
non
to
sa
adapt
cos'è
to this kind of
Paimon,
change.
effettivamente.
Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line
Sì,
energy.
cioè noi con
The only
l'elemento
one who can
resistiamo
freely
di più,
traverse this place is
semplicemente.
probably the mechanical crab.
Perché non è umano. Culilu?
That's about it for the investigation. Help me find an open space. I want to test something.
Ok, testiamo. Facciamo i test. Guarda, io prendo più strangeroso che posso. E magari non servono a niente, però io lo tengo.
Environment, no wind.
Ok.
Target parameters, setup complete. Excellent. Looks like it's working.
Ok.
What's this?
Ma che bello!
A purification device that I made. It can absorb
Una specie di
excess ley line
purificazione.
energy and temporarily stabilize an area.
Ah, ok, stabilizza
What a
l'aria.
neat thing.
Ma bravissimo, l'ha fatto tutto da solo.
I wouldn't mind if that would actually work. Unfortunately, once this contamination is present, it isn't something that a few purification devices can fix. The purification devices
Ok,
have their
ha i
limits.
suoi limiti,
At
ovviamente.
best, they can only prevent the contaminated region from expanding temporarily. If we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line
Ok,
effluents,
abbiamo quindi
we'll need to tackle the
questo
source.
strumento tiene sotto controllo la regione contaminata e noi andiamo alla sorgente. Ok.
That's right.
Quelli lu? Cosa? Che c'è? Colu! Cosa?
Huh? The mechanical crab is acting a little strange.
Ma è ovvio che è spaventato, Dio mio.
Something's approaching.
Con che tono? Someone approaching. Ah, gli
So that's
animali.
it. Now that the ley line energy has stabilized, the monsters that had left are starting to return. Get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the
Oh, no, no,
purification
no,
device.
no. Ci pensi, Mimi. Ci pensi, Mimi. No.
One with nature.
Non toccate, non toccate. Non si tocca. Pensavo fossero un pochino di più. Colù? Ok. Adesso lì ci sono dei problemi.
Hey! Where are you? Wait for us! Let's hurry and keep up!
Andiamo ad aiutare Cole.
The mechanical crab went that way! Let's keep
Crabby. Già so. Che
Gather!
motion to compel!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
E cominceranno a vedere un cacchio. Che bello. Che bello, mi dicono. Oh. Alla persona intrappolata. Intrappolata dove? Patti. Sì. Crabby Patti.
Please spare me!
No, siamo noi.
Are you okay?
Cioè noi siamo tranquillo, non voglio farti male. Anche tu.
These injuries are superficial.
Ok,
Don't move, I'll patch you up.
va bene. Ma che bravo. Calmati però.
Who are you all? What happened to those mechanical monsters?
Ma hai visto le ruine?
Don't worry, we took care of them.
Oh, good. That's
Non sta benissimo però, eh. Oh no, adesso ne vedo un'altra. Questa pareva.
monster! Hurry, attack it!
Colu. Ma non vedi che c'è più paura lui di te.
How do
Colino.
we explain this? Krabby here isn't a bad
L'ha
guy.
chiamato
It
come
heard you
Crabby.
shouting for help and brought us here to rescue you.
Crabby. Niente,
It's
io...
faking it. It has to be. Maybe it's gonna partner up with the other
Ma
mechanical
se
monsters.
voleva
and kill
uscirti
me.
l'avrebbe già fatto. Ci siamo
You
noi in
know
mezzo.
What's inside the forest? It's all crawling with mechanical freaks.
Oh, ma mica solo dentro la foresta. Anche
I
tutt'altra
just came
teiva.
here to pick herbs, but I accidentally went into the contaminated region and almost died.
Capita.
I gotta get out of here.
Sì, meglio, guarda. Vai, vai via, vai, vai.
I have to escape. Be careful.
Sì,
These mechanical
sì.
life forms are up to no good. It'd be best if you stayed far, far away from them.
Bravi col
No
doppiaggio
wonder
però.
the academia wanted to completely ban the existence of mechanical life
Sì, vai
forms.
tranquillo.
Are you okay?
No.
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside the contaminated region for too long.
Eh beh, avevamo
We've
intuito.
purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village.
Adesso si dovrebbe
At that
riprendere da
point,
solo.
Someone will bring him to Kale for help. I already prepared medication that will return him to normal.
Ottimo. Colu! Ah, vuole il premio.
So you think you did a good job?
Sì,
and
ha
want a card
fatto
as
un
your
good
reward?
job, dai. Dai.
So hard to understand.
Ma no, non è vero. Cosa
All right,
dite?
regardless of what you're thinking, you did some real good this time. That's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Need any help with it?
No. Che lucolo.
Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. What was going through your owner's mind when he
Un
made you?
fluffy
all that?
piccolo
You're
cricetto.
like a giant mechanical crab on the outside and a fluffy little hamster on the
Un
inside.
cricetto.
And also, how do you feel about that person saying that you're as evil as the other mechanical life forms?
Quello.
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand you.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding only towards matters related to mechanical components.
Cucciolotto.
Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought process. As for why it, or rather its owner, is collecting so many components, I'm not sure. It's getting late. So let's set up camp for the night.
Ok.
We'll Hey, over here.
Eh?
Come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up.
No, 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 ho visto che eri là sopra, Nanno. Adesso fai poco lo sgargiullo, magari. Santo Dio. Vieni, ti mordo le orecchie. Ciao.
Let's set up camp here.
Ok.
All right. Paimon also thinks it's a good spot.
Oh. Any particular reason?
Le piace probabilmente.
Perfect to put up a big tent.
Ah sì.
We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons of delicious food.
Esatto, mangiare.
You're not wrong. But the primary reason for choosing this place is because its higher
Che ci
elevation
provi.
keeps us away from the water vapor below. Rainforests are very wet. You should always be careful when spending the night in damp places. For the next tasks at hand, let's divide and conquer. I'll set up the tent. You'll be in charge of...
Leave it to Paimon.
I'm not expecting that much.
Certo che faccio un fuoco.
That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire in the wilderness.
Abbiamo
The
già
pits are
dato.
relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is that they produce a lot of smoke.
Traveler, Tighnari.
Non c'è.
Paimon couldn't find any food. Paimon didn't know that rainforest had so many interesting plants until we came here. They were all sort of
Potevi
weird
prenderli tutti e
mushrooms,
poi
but
Tighnari dice
Paimon didn't know
che...
which ones were edible. Paimon also saw wild berries on the ground, and Paimon was gonna fly over and pick them up, but the dead leaves on top suddenly started moving. It freaked Paimon out.
Those
Poco
were
poco,
probably
mi
dead leaf
dicono.
butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to evade predators. My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Little did they know that you were more scared than
E
they were.
niente. Ha trovato delle farfalle invece
Never
non...
mind. The tent's up, so you two go rest.
Va lui per
I'll
il
forage
cibo.
for food.
Ma io avrei preso tutti i funghi possibili e poi li avrei dati
Oh.
a...
You found some already.
Ma che bravo piccolo. Piccolo.
Paimon understands it this time. It wants mechanical parts again.
Sorry, no part this time. That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing
Quella sono
resulted
io,
in a reward,
quando non mi danno
then it might
cibo.
start to take
E me è
advantage of
molto
the system.
triste. Ma ce l'ha...
I'll note little things like this and give a cumulative reward at a later time. That is one reason.
Vabbè, se non ce l'hai, glielo dicevo tu. Culi. No, amore. Non
After
posso
some
trovare
further
adorabile un...
thought, it might come up with some weird misunderstanding if I don't give it something. All right, here's another for you.
Guarda quanto è
I'm
felice.
off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty tonight. You...
We need lookouts?
Yes. Even though most animals fled because of the ley lines, we can't completely let down our guard. It's settled then. I'll set up some pest-repelling devices so poisonous insects don't come crawling into the tent. Have a good night. Not too good, though.
Io dormo, poi.
Hmm?
You're still awake. Dove è andato? Voglio parlare con Krabby. E niente Krabby. No. Caso scendi.
Paimon's getting sleepy. Is this because of the ley lines?
Credo che abbia messo gli
It's been a
incensi anche
while
per
since we
quello.
camped outside like this. This is like when we just started adventuring together.
No, che cosa carina.
Nighty night.
Hmm? You're awake earlier than I expected.
Ok.
Did you sleep well?
No,
That's
sta
good.
bene.
I was worried that you two wouldn't be able to sleep, so I specially used 2 of my homemade incenses.
Oh, che
Don't
carino.
worry. They're made from all natural ingredients. They have a light fragrance and
Ma
aren't
sono
harmful
sicura
to the
che non
body.
voleva... Insomma.
Speaking of which, have you seen the crab? It was scampering around over there just now, but I don't know where it went. So you can tell. My suspicion is less towards the crab
Sì,
and more
lui
directed to its unrevealed
il
owner.
granchietto non mi
A
sembra
ley line
pericoloso,
effluence of
non
this
so il suo
magnitude occurred without
padrone.
any warning. Someone probably disrupted the natural flow of the ley lines. Until we fully understand the situation, take extra caution. The academia has banned mechanical lifeform research for years, so the origin of these creatures is
Però so che ha
very
fatto,
suspect.
ha conto delle ricerche sulla vita meccanica
Topics
tempo fa.
related to mechanical lifeforms were popular in the Spontama for a time. Some of my juniors had also thrown themselves into such research. They proposed an intriguing idea.
Ok.
Use our knowledge to create a new and practical lifeform that could help humanity conquer nature.
Io non
However,
direi conquistare la
no
natura,
matter which
per
modules
più
or parts
lavorare
are
con
installed,
essa.
a machine is innately a construct that receives and executes commands. They
Esatto,
can never
sono
possess
comunque degli
self-awareness
organismi
like us or
viventi,
other
cioè
living organisms. In their pursuit to discover the differences between mechanical and biological life forms, zealous researchers performed unregulated vivisections and other absurdly cruel experiments on animals. Research on mechanical life forms was thus banned.
Ah beh, capisco perché
The
allora
irony
ha
is
bandito tutto.
that the researchers became even more impetuous afterward. Who knows?
Non ti piace questa storia di ricerca?
That's a difficult question to answer. I'm interested in the topic of mechanical life, but I don't like the researchers'
Sì,
attitudes.
cioè, un conto è usare la meccanica per poter aiutare, un conto i ricercatori che fanno gli stronzi.
It's just my personal opinion.
È la mia opinione personale.
My ancestors and the Voluka
Eccolo il
Shimmer of the
Krabby.
desert coexisted together and supported one another. The blood of my people were born from this symbiotic
certo.
relationship. So to me, all
Tutte,
life is
tutte le vite
important.
sono importanti.
To understand life,
Per
you
capire
must
la
first
vita devi prima
respect it.
rispettarla.
Life is
È
not
la
an
mia cosa di
expendable
vita.
commodity, and knowledge should not be wielded like a scepter. These are the points of contention I have with some researchers.
Anche
and
per
why
questo
I
che ho
left
lasciato
the
l'accademia.
academia.
Ma tutti hanno lasciato
By
l'accademia.
placing yourself above other life
Secondo
forms,
me l'accademia ha
what kind of
perso tanti
results
di
do you
quei
expect to
geni.
get from researching pure life with impure intentions?
No, hai fatto bene.
Really? Well, I'm
Certo
glad
che
to
lo
hear it.
capisco e lo approvo. Culi, che c'è? C'è Krabby? Culi.
Coffee? Did you prepare this
Ha
for us?
preparato tutto. Io pensavo scherzassi sul caffè. Ma lui è andato a prendere le cose per farmi il caffè. Io voglio questo coso subito sul mio comodino in maniera piccola, così mi fa le tazzine.
All right. Seeing that you're working so hard to help out, I'll give you another part. You're not
Però il
planning on
caffè aiuta a
using it.
svegliarmi.
Many of your own parts are critically degraded, and you're running low on power.
Ma sto bene. Che lucolo.
All right. Suit yourself. Oh, and thanks for the coffee, but I'm about to go to sleep. Leave it with her. The
Ok.
night watch is yours. Stay safe.
Non preoccuparti, ci penso io col caffè e faccio le coccole a Krabby. Il carino ha fatto il caffè.
Sorry. Paimon slept through the entire
Ma che
night.
bello quando si apre. Vabbè, è lo classico delle Ringhale, però lui è più adorabile.
Really? You're not mad?
Ma perché avrei dovuto essere arrabbiata perché hai dormito? Ma May!
Don't worry. Paimon will be sure to stay awake next time.
Good morning, Traveler and Paimon. Quick question. Do you
Un
feel
po'
off at
sì,
all?
perché siamo comunque qui da un po'.
Me too. The farther in we go, the closer we get to the source of the ley line effluence. We'll be heading out earlier today.
Ok?
Is there something we can do?
Extinguish our fire so we don't set the entire forest aflame.
È vero, è
Also,
giusto.
retrieve the pest repelling devices from last night. We don't want to affect the ecosystem here.
Got it. Paimon will take care of the fire.
All right. Let's meet back.
Ok, andiamo a togliere il robot. Ho sbagliato? Ah, gli incensi. Ero... Ok.
All right. It's about time to head out. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach...
Ok.
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Allora, here, qui.
Order guide you.
Boom!
Time to go. Into the wind.
Qui. Ok.
Incinerate! Time for your arraignment!
Ok, perfetto.
Boom boom!
Brutto il burgeon, eh.
As one with wind and
È
cloud.
bello che dovevamo risparmiare l'energia in teoria.
Motion to compel! Just like we rehearsed!
I will have order.
Ok. Beh, potrebbe. Ma basta. Ogni volta. Hai fatto una battuta. Una freddura fa niente.
It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are
Madonna,
really
si stanno.
different. Ley line energies are also stronger
Ora si
here.
vede un
This
botto
may
che
be
qua
the
è
place
tutto.
we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're going in.
Andiamo. E adesso potrò in teoria usare Tighnari. Sì. Adesso finalmente potrò usarlo. Molto 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 felice di questo. Il gioco su. Oh, che bello! Finalmente il nostro trial. Aspetta. Ok. Ah, come al solito fu un noblesse per la ulti.
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here! They made this place their lair!
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Breath of the flame!
Can't see.
5.000 così. Nel solo livello 90. Ci sta. Secondo me
The wind knows me.
questa è la build solo per la quest.
The birds call.
I'll uproot you. Enshroud.
Ah, però.
Boom.
Non male, non male.
Keep up.
Keep up. Oh no, un altro uno che parla tantissimo quando corre. Cos'è quel robo?
What is this?
Ley line energy is spilling out from here. This
Come riuscite a
device,
chiudere l'energia
it's
delle lane qui
extracting
dentro?
energy from the ley lines without end.
Ah, perché si estraendo.
Who in the
Madonna.
world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is
Esatto, è una
perpetually
cosa
disrupted
totalmente
like this.
naturale.
That's terrible! We have to stop it!
Buono, distruggiamolo, via. Così.
Oh, if I'm unsee.
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy. which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a
No,
way to
dai.
turn this thing off.
Certo che faresti calure. Tantissime calure.
We're staying. We can't leave you here by yourself.
Esatto. Ti lascia da solo.
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
Calu, Calu. Oh, che carino.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us.
Vabbè, allora forse me sta nel congelatore. Visto che ti piace il fresco.
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Che
Be
figo.
careful and watch your step.
Ma... Buon uomo.
Someone's here. Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now.
Sì, ma non lo vedi che è sdraiato?
Saying anything. Two is
His body is cold.
Dimmi che è morto.
It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed.
Calu.
Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
Oh, che caro.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this
Okay.
room's layout, the file room will definitely give us some clues. So let's go take a look.
Ok, guardiamoci intorno. Approfitto a usare...
Wow. It's huge in here.
Approfitto a usare Tighnari.
This place is
La
a natural
Quest.
hiding spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further.
Did you two find
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording
Ok,
used for
ok,
an
abbiamo trovato una
experiment,
cassetta a
and
posto.
based on its
tape recording?
yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable.
Ok.
That's why.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. There. Ah, okay, this should do it.
Ah,
Carcata?
ciao.
Carcata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone?
Carcata si chiama. Si chiama
There you are.
Carcata.
Look here. This is our new home.
Oh.
I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia.
Oh.
Oh? You're also quite happy. Carcata, do you know what we're about to do?
No.
Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Carcata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins
Okay.
and the research that the Academia had banned.
Farà
I hope
qualcosa
everything
di
can start anew
nuovo.
from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a
Caro.
truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Caro.
Carcata is the mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove
I
Ricerche
remember now.
bannate.
I had a junior researcher named Abatui.
Oh.
He was expelled from the Academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Forse voleva trovare un modo per farle vivere con loro senza essere cattive. Non come armi, ma proprio come vivere.
Yeah? What's wrong?
nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as
Ah,
their
ok,
senior.
che finisce gli studi diventa automaticamente un senior, indipendentemente
Of
dall'età.
course, age can be an issue.
Beh sì,
For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can
è
find
troppo
other tape
patato
recordings.
Tighnari. Ok, another tape, vai.
That's quite the time
Un anno e
gap.
mezzo fa viene.
I wonder.
It's rare that you malfunction because of an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Is there an issue with my set parameters?
È davvero che tu vuoi fare il caffè? Uli. No, non è colpa
there you go.
tua, non è colpa tua.
Water entered the chela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I
Oh,
swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more
sì.
careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare.
Oh.
I'm glad. Carcata, did you know? Yesterday,
Ho
I
sognato che tu
dreamed that you
potessi
could talk.
parlare. Oh.
Aren't the bunch at the academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other.
Uli Lu.
Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died.
Non è vero.
Never
Abbi
mind.
fede
I
in
should probably be worrying
Carcata.
about next month's power.
After Abatui left the academia, everyone lost contact with him.
Vabbè, era qui,
I thought he was
giustamente.
so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead,
Se non può
he
fare
holed up here and
all'accademia si è
continued
messo
his
qui sotto a
experiments.
fare le cose.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Carcata's broken...
Let's keep looking around.
Di sicuro è successo qualcosa che... Ok.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had... There's also an undated tape in the wrong
Okay.
spot. Doesn't...
Maybe Carcata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say.
Ok, guardiamoli. Oh. Quello che prova a parlare.
Sorry, Carcata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day.
Cioè?
In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you
Mi ha dato
living
gli
being's
istinti,
instincts.
diciamo.
When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged,
Ecco
you'll
perché
prioritize
rubava,
your
perché stava
survival command
sopravvivendo. Non lo
and
faceva per fare del male a
proactively
qualcuno.
recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous.
Ok.
I've officially activated the third generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source
Però
from
non
now
poteva,
on.
però non...
Conducting
Era
research
rischioso
on
usare le
mechanical life
Leyland.
forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long.
Potevi chiedere
I'm also
aiuto.
getting tired, Carcata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore.
Potevi
They
davvero
say
chiedere aiuto
that
a
even if it
qualcuno.
simulates the operation
A
of a living
Tighnari,
creature's
forse.
organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Carcata.
Ho detto
Modules
sì,
for
voglio.
language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even
Neanche
you
tu puoi
can't
capirmi.
understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands.
Beh,
or
l'inizio,
keywords.
cosa pensavi fosse
Carcata.
così semplice?
I wish you could speak to me, even just once. Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and
Ok.
this is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus. Of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Carcata, come help me? Strange. I feel weak.
Anche per la Leyline.
I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely.
Quindi è stato tutto un errore.
Go out
La
of
cosa è
control.
sfuggita di mano.
Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the academia said.
No, non è vero,
Mechanical
non
life forms
posso.
only bring danger. My research. Was there any point to it at all?
Perché lo sta
I'm
pure
sorry,
chiamando.
Kakata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical.
I see. So the leyline effluence was an accident.
Sì, non credo che volesse.
After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the...
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other
Esatto.
machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he
Esatto.
would have noticed. Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abatui far more than it
Amore.
does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the leyline extractor and shut it down. More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
Che fico. Ho sempre adorato queste robine qui. Di qua. Ah no, sono trappoline, pure. Sì, ho capito, mi fai fare.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Ok. Lo sapevo.
Order guide you.
Ok.
Into the wind.
Boom boom! Right this off the side.
Can't see? Keep up. Ha!
Ah! Pure lui fa il pa! Ah!
The wind knows me.
I hear everything! Enshroud!
Wind strider.
E via! Ok. E ovviamente ce ne sono di più.
I will have order.
As one with wind and cloud.
One with the forest! Ha! I'll uproot you!
Stai buono, stai buono.
Gather. One with nature. Time to go.
Enshroud!
Dai, si è allontanato dalle mie trapolozze.
Inadmissible evidence. Motion to
Can't see? I hear everything!
Falciadone quando combatte però, Gli piace combattere al bimbo.
One with the forest. Keep up. This should be the
Ha,
control
you
unit.
can see.
Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should
Falciadone.
also shut down.
Oh,
Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about
sì, 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 le Leyland si metteranno a posto, ma a noi ci interessa del Krabby. Vogliamo il Carcata. Ciao piccino. Oh. No. Oh. Dai, lo voglio riparare, però non funziona.
So, Carcata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Carcata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it
Giusto.
malfunctioned,
Amore.
and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Carcata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair
Esatto,
Abatui.
ha pensato
No one
voglio
knows how
che
this
stia
thought came to
bene.
be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Carcata? Carcata? Can you hear Paimon? Tighnari says you're awesome!
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time.
È vero, ha sempre
Nor
preso
has
cose
it
e non si è mai
replaced its
riparato da
severely damaged
solo.
parts. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while.
Ciccino. Ne voglio 100. Tutti sul comodino. Darò tutto a loro l'amore. Oddio santo! C'erano i
The ley line
Tighnari.
extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped.
Ok,
The purification devices will handle the rest.
il tuo purificatore fa
Moving
il
on,
resto.
those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back.
No, non glielo portiamo.
Research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed.
Esatto,
and
no, non glielo
Karkata will be
portiamo.
disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've stopped the source of the effluence, the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values.
But...
Listen, the traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved.
Ok.
Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
Alright. Then... let's go back to Catherine.
Ciccina, Paimon. Mi ha ricordato molto Siberia, sotto un certo punto di vista, come gioco, come momento. Del 2 più che altro. Madonna, Siberia. So che hanno fatto il 3, ma la gente... non è un gioco vecchio, del vecchio vecchio. Solo ad enigmi. I primi due sono bellissimi, il terzo l'ho visto poco, ma non mi ha convinto come i primi due. Se lo ritrovo, giuro che un giorno lo porterò, perché è molto molto bello. È solo enigmi, l'azione ce n'è il giusto. Andiamo da Catherine. Tutti però che iniziano da Catherine. Ma basta. Mi serve per altre cose, Catherine. Tipo. Mi manca Catherine. Mi manca Siberia. Piccola perletta. Ah. Ora posso? Sì.
Anyway, so the contaminated region...
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the
Prego.
excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, this is the stipulated reward.
Grazie mille, cara.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the academia?
Non
It's
penso
already
proprio.
damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking, oh, then how about we find Tighnari tomorrow and ask him not to do... Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tighnari said that we would... Alright then,
Non credo che lo
we'll find
farà.
Tighnari tomorrow and tell him not to...
Non lo farà assolutamente. Ho dei fiocchi dietro di me, non ho visto.
How are you feeling? Sleep well?
È vero, fiocchi da me!
We should go find Tighnari. How do you think we should ask him?
Capito dopo. Dov'è? scusate. Mm. Eccolo.
Shh, keep your voice down.
Eh.
The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has extrapolating from these two datasets, it would be particularly potent against.
Carcata?
Ciao.
I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
Scusa, non volevo urlare.
Didn't disassemble Carcata?
Non ha mai detto che l'avrebbe
Why would I
fatto.
do that?
Esatto.
Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's
Sì, ma
policy.
lui l'ha
So
lasciata
that's
all'accademia.
why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine. I suppose I
Per me
wasn't
era
clear enough
chiarissimo che
about this
l'avrebbe
yesterday.
fatto. Cioè, ragazzi,
What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Carcata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontamon.
Quindi l'ho rimessi insieme. Che carino.
We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia. So what do their policies have to do with
È
me?
vero.
On the other hand, I am the forest watcher of the Avidya Forest.
Deve proteggere tutta la vita della foresta. E Carcata è un essere vivente. Che
All
cosa
life brought
carina.
forth in this world has meaning. And Carcata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great!
Colino.
Wait, you just said life form.
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain Carcata's efforts to repair Abatui.
Vero.
Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed?
Esatto, potrebbe
Maybe a
diventare
conflict
utilissimo.
between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Carcata is a real life form. But the
Che
possibility
buono
exists.
lui. Guarda quanto è
I am willing to
cucciolone.
believe. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively
Quindi lui starà
secluded.
qui.
But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Sì. Che carino. Early foto? Ma che caro. Chi è lei?
When people at the Academia included me in a group photo, I have zero interest in group
No,
photos. but I
ho
also
solo,
wouldn't
voglio
put
solo
them
sapere
away.
chi è.
I stored them all in a box. After coming back yesterday, I looked through them and found one with Abatui. I gave it to
Oh. Ciao. Bello lui. Perfetto, abbiamo fatto tutto, che bravi. Aspetta, posso fare adesso le... Ah, ok. Sì, so cosa devo fare. So cosa devo fare. No, vi preoccupate. Perfetto. Allora, possiamo chiudere qui. Volevo fare la quest. Abbiamo fatto un'oretta e 29. Perfetto. Perfetto. Bene. Ok, ragazzuoli, ci vediamo
Boats are
lunedì a
made
sto
for
punto.
transferring commodities back and forth.
Ci vediamo lunedì a sto punto. Io voglio tanto, tanto, tanto bene. Passate un buon weekend e niente. Ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao.